Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Brian if you happen to be new around here, and today's video I want to review the Logitech G Cloud. This is my second handheld of this because after about 6 months my kids finally destroyed my first one, as you can kind of see here, and this became a must-own device, and so I had to save back up for it and get another one because my only complaint is trying to get this one repaired. We called around to various different shops and it just didn't work in a financially feasible way, where with a discount I was able to pick this up for $300, and for me this is a must-have device. That's why I picked up a second one, and that's why I continue to recommend this device just to everybody. But there was a couple of catches, because this isn't just about cloud gaming, this is about gaming on your local network. As somebody who has an Xbox, a PlayStation, who plays on the PC, with Steam Link, this has been great. The only complaint that I had was when trying to play and remote into my PlayStation with this device on the native app that PlayStation provides. There is a paid app, and thank you guys so much for the recommendations, because I tweeted this out a couple days ago, and that paid app is right here. PS Play. If we have a kind of a glare on the screen as in and of itself, this is the app that you want to use when connecting to a PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5, because it actually enables the gamepad, the controls here, to be used for remote play. And it's a great experience. Now, I would recommend, one of the things that's weird about my network is I run two different networks that are wireless at the house. I have the gaming network, and then I have the everything else network. And so I just had to make sure that this was on the same network that the PlayStation 5 was on. And as soon as that worked out, PS Play, the app, which is like $6, worked seamlessly, and it's been wonderful because now I can play my PlayStation games away from my PlayStation console, and that's the real beauty of this device. I use GeForce Now, the xCloud app, all of it. And with that, it gives me the ability, and also the kids the ability, to step away from this like one room device game. And so since I'm primarily a PC gamer now, Steam Link and GeForce Now are a great way that I can continue to experience my games and be a part of the family, be with my kids, sit in the living room and hang out with them. And if they're like, we're watching a show, maybe I'm playing a game, it doesn't mean it's all the time. I don't game all the time, but just to have that option to where it's like, if I want to play a game, I don't have to like disappear from like family view in order to go and experience that. Now, why I like this device more than something like I love my Steam Deck. My Steam Deck's great. I use it all the time. There are some key differences. Steam Deck, I can play Diablo 4. On this, I have to play whatever, like on the Xbox is viable, or I'd have to purchase it for the PlayStation 5 in order to continue to play it on the Steam Deck, and maybe that's going to be an option. Well, Steam Deck allows me to do it. This does not yet let me do that, because on the xCloud app, it doesn't let you play your owned games just yet. It's only what's in Game Pass, and that's something that we hopefully will see them update with the Xbox app here in the near future. So I think that's just a function of time. But in order to be able to like really kind of play my library and experience it, I love how light this is. This feels light, but it's also sturdy. My kids dropped it. This wasn't one drop. This was probably on the thousandth drop, and this ended up being from a high area. So anybody who has kids out there will know they get into some weird spots and they decide to like reach for things that they probably shouldn't. And that is going to be the way it is. Now, I love how light it is. I love how it fits in the hand. Why I like this overall more than the Steam Deck is this is a 1080p display. It's got a brightness level that really just brings everything together, and it's comfortable to play, and the battery lasts a very, very long time, because again, none of the games are running local. They're all going to be running on your network, whether it's on your device or running remote via like a streaming service like GeForce Now, which I highly recommend. And none of this is sponsored, because this is just how I end up playing the games and enjoying the games that I like. So I just have to say, all in all, like, the more that I use this, the more that I love it. And as soon as my kids broke it, I knew that this was going to be something I had to put some money aside and get a backup. And honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to getting a few more of these down the road, because it's just, it just feels good. These are really great handhelds, and I'm very pleased with my purchase. And so I thought I'd let you guys know in case you're on the fence or you're considering getting one, especially as more and more games from Game Pass start to make their way into GeForce Now, especially as we start to see kind of the shape of the future of gaming that is driven by the cloud really kind of help benefit a lot of us players who maybe don't have the time or the ability to be in like one spot for a long period of time due to responsibilities and life decisions. On that note, anyway, thanks guys so much for joining me. Hopefully you got something good out of this video. If you have any questions, sound off in the comments. I'd love to hear them, and I'd love to hopefully help answer any questions you have. And outside of that, you guys hopefully have just a wonderful day. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.